That's gettingcraftyback.net. I'm back. I know, it's so exciting. Hopefully you are joining us live. I am going to make sure that our video is large and in charge and that we're shared. We are going to make sure that that is shared on multiple platforms. We are going to make sure that those are shared and running okay. So if you guys are joining me live, we're going to have the chat up. You can go ahead and comment and let me know where you're checking in from. I love that we're able to create together. Let's just double check that everything is opened up where I want it to be. Do you guys ever have one of those days? This is Friday. It's been a very, very long week. We just returned from a 12-hour trip yesterday, which was delayed due to our car dying while we were in upstate New York. So what an adventure that was. What a great blessing it was. Quite honestly, we were there with family. I see just people watching. From a 12-hour trip yesterday. Awesome. I see YouTube is up and I see that you guys are catching it. If you guys can go ahead and share that video, sharing is caring and it's free. It's amazing. All you have to do is hit that little share button and you can put it on Pinterest. You can put it on your social medias. You can have a lot of fun with where you're going to place me in the world. It gives you a little control where you're going to direct Jamie. And so we were in upstate New York where my family is, which was amazing. Can we talk about how beautiful fall is here in the Midwest and the East Coast? Blown away. Just blown away, my friends. When we grew up, born and raised in California. Being able to come to the Midwest has given me the full experience of the amazing that is the Midwest and the seasons. I love the seasons, if you guys don't know. And so we are sharing and caring. We are live and creating. I just saw on Facebook, so make sure you guys are joining us. And it would be really fun to know where you're checking in, what channel you are checking in on. Let's do that. I'm just doing a little sharing, caring myself because it's free. It's free, my friends. And we're going to be creating a very quick fun fold. I have not been in my studio to create in what feels like months, like nothing real. We were there, we were creating for our past crafting cruise, and that was phenomenal. And I jumped right back into life the moment we arrived home. And so that's where we're at, my friends. I am looking for, I don't know why I don't just hit the words. Hit the words. So if you guys are checking in, where are you checking in from? That would be amazing to share. Let's see here. It's yellow. And let's hit, if you are catching this at, on Facebook, you might need to click the original screen so that it will take you to the comments so that I can see the comments. I see here, I see multiple people watching. I'm so grateful that you are. Thank you so much for sharing and caring and joining the fun. I am letting my laptop set to the side and we're going to create a card inspired by fall because it is all things fall, all things beautiful, and all things colorful. And I need all things easy. If you guys don't know, my husband was in the hospital this year with congestive heart failure and lung failure. And so the recovery and the influence that has had on the girls in my lives, as well as my husband's health, has been a lot. So your patience and love for me and checking in is so appreciated, and I'm so grateful. And if you guys don't know, I'm dopamine dressing today. I am wearing, from Walmart of all places, look at that cute sweatshirt. It's matching sweatpants. I know, a little dopamine dressing for you and for myself. It's cozy, and I am all about the cozy right now. So we're going to be taking the Autumn Splendor Designer Series paper, which is stunning on its own, and it's one of those classics you can use all year long, believe it or not. It does celebrate the different seasons, and then with the colors being so dramatic, really what I love about the seasons is how dramatic each season might be. And I just realized my nails are a little matchy to the project, and that makes me so super happy. Like, I did not mean to do that. We're also going to be embracing the Light and Wonder bundle, and we're going to be creating with that just a really quick fun fold that looks like this. It's just an easel card. If you guys are joining, it's going to come up, it's going to grab onto these embellishments, and it's going to say that you inspire me. Your strength inspires me. Now, this was inspired by my cousin. She has a special needs daughter who's super aggressive, And so her daughter and my son are the same age, and we were talking, and I just didn't realize that we had gotten married at the same time almost, on two different coasts. And so it's just funny how life is. And now she's a mentor to one of my daughters and teaches my daughter ASL in the midst of taking care of her special needs daughter. So we work in the special needs industry and volunteer our time at our church in the special needs world. And if you have somebody who's in special needs in their family, you know how precious their hearts are to take care of those that will need lifetime care. Right, lifetime care. So we're going to dive in right now and create a quick and easy card. Let me show you what we're going to do. The full tutorial for this with measurements is on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. And the video will be there too, so you can always reference this down the line. If you guys are popping in, make sure, can you comment in the chat section with your information so it can pop up on my restream? It would be great so I can just know who's popping in and where. And if you have any questions, I'm trying to watch the screen while we talk. And it's been a little while since I've been live. So being that it's been a little bit of a hot minute, we're going to be creating together. I'm excited. I hope that you guys can hear us and you can like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't, so that we can create and connect over card making and crafting. So happy fall, y'all. Let's go ahead and create. Right, here we go. I'm going to zoom in just a smidgy widgies, and I'm going to set aside my chair because I generally stand while we are creating. Now, I have taken this beautiful piece that we have right here. Actually, I'm going to zoom out and lower this here so it just makes it easier for me to manage. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. Yes, I talked to myself. Marge, hi, sweets. Did you know I was in SoCal just in August for the crafting cruise? I thought I had reached out to you and we never did get to connect. Did I reach out to you? Things have been so insane, girlfriend, so insane. But we will having a cruise next year that will be going to Alaska from San Francisco. So that's going to be really fun. I'm so glad that you're joining us, sister. And I see you're on Facebook. So hello. So here we are. We're just doing a simple easel fold. And again, the measurements are ready to do. This is, Your Strength Inspires Me is going to go to my cousin. She actually, and Linda, nice to see you. My car died the night before we were supposed to leave upstate New York. My dashboard shut off. My speedometer stopped working. Lights went on everywhere. And we were able to coast into a mechanic that my cousin recommended, which was a mile from their house. And he was an amazing, honest mechanic who worked on the project, and we were able to make it home, but it took a couple extra days. So, oh man, I'm sorry I missed you too, girlfriend. So I will be back in SoCal in July, if not sooner for any other reason. But July is our plan. My son's talking about getting married and my daughter's graduating and I'm turning 50. So we have a very busy year planned this year, and I'm already feeling like excited but a little trepidatious with how I'm going to manage all of that going on. You ladies know I have two daughters that are grown and married, and whew, let me tell you, weddings can bring out the most interesting things in people. We're going to be bracing the Highland Heather here, and I actually wanted to talk about what I did to die cut to get these colors. So if you guys living here in the Midwest and then seeing it on the road in New York was phenomenal. First of all, New York has stacks and stacks of mountains and villages and forests. And so you can see with the Appalachian Mountains, all of the colors, like all of the colors. And so I grabbed this gorgeous Autumn Splendor Designer Series paper, but this is the page I die cut. Why? It had a great texture and combination of the colors, which created this vivid and multicolored fall scene, which was so easy to do. So, Linda, I know that you have a bit of a fall season too, I believe, right? You have that out there. And Marge, being in California, like I never understood 100% like how amazing the seasons can be out here. Now, I did pick this sunset. Now, this reminded me, we were detoured yesterday in our 12-hour trip in the Erie, Pennsylvania, the lake, and there was it was still in New York. and I think it was started with a Westfield, New York, and there was vineyards everywhere, and the sunset was rolling in over the Erie Lake Erie, and it was vibrant. And then you had all these trees that were dancing in front of it that you had to kind of look around to see the lake and see the vineyard. And I was surprised at the sheer amount of wineries, because being from California, that's what we have. Like, we have a ton of wineries there. Now, I found this to be a little bit too dark while I was creating with it, and this a little too bright. So you can see right away how this goes right into all of the seasons, my friends. And then you have the backs, which are neutral, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So you guys get to choose right now. Do you want this field or the sunset? So you can say daytime or sunset. Can you guys comment and let me know? And when I come in March, I'll let you guys know when I'm in there, but it's going to be the beginning of July next year. And I'll be teaching a class probably in Camarillo while I'm there, or Thousand Oaks, and then going on our cruise, or doing the class after our cruise is more than likely what I'm leaning to. Can you guys comment? Yes, Linda, you know what? I love nature, and the colors are so amazing. This, I don't know if you guys had that, Linda, this year, but we were hot in the 80s degrees for so long. Thanks, Marge. I think we are going to do the sunset. That's what I did on the sample. I love that. And so our leaves and my maple trees, I had two. Awesome. You guys both picked up. Great. We had two giant maple trees on my property, and they started changing color and losing their seasonal leaves earlier. But most of the people on the road, it was later this year because of the weather. I think because we're on a river, we have a tendency to get a little bit different weather being where I live. So we're going to take this with our paper trimmer, and we're going to take this one down to 5 1/4 right here. And actually, I'm going to turn it around because I really want that sun to be as close to the center as possible. I want that to be the highlight there. We're going to trim that out, and then we're going to take it down from there. And you can choose if we're going to lose the darker piece or the color. I think, let's take a look here. We're going to take it to 4. And that's too much of the dark cut off. So let's do this. Let's go to right here, which is 4 1/2. And then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to take it to 4 and get a little bit of that gorgeous purple trimmed off, but still have it centered. These scenic scenes make it so easy to create with very little effort. And honestly, you guys, everything that's gone on with my husband's health, and then in turn, it actually affected my daughters and my health. We ended up having some major medical stuff that appeared from the stress of everything. They don't talk about the life of a caretaker and the kids and how we're affected. And things were elevated when we had to bring all the oxygen machines and then bring him home from the hospital, and then continuously work on his health. And he's able to work from home now. So this is a crushed curry cardstock, and these measurements are on my blog, but we scored at 4 1/4 and again at 2 inches from the one side. And we're going to take and make a good impression through here. We were told we had hours to get him to the hospital to even be a chance to live. And now he has made a great, not full recovery. It's a different kind of lifestyle. I'm going to be honest with you. Then we have one sheet of a card front. So I have this here. It's at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And we're going to apply the adhesive to this, which I had right in front of me. Oh, it's right here. And so with Stampin' Up and all the changes that they have made over this last year and everything that just kept occurring, I kind of feel like I've been missing in action. And your guys' love and care and notes and encouragement's been priceless. Priceless. Thank you so much. So we're just going to place this on. Now, this is a 15-minute card, my friends. I like a good 15-minute card that makes it easy to create. Now, I'm going to take the Wink of Stella and just kind of put it in along the sunset. I really want to just create a little bit of interest. And when it dries, you don't see like the hard line right here. And one of my very dearest friends, her mother is dying of cancer and has been in and out of the hospital. So I wanted to send her a card as well. So let's go ahead and do that here. I've already die cut with the Light and Wonder die right here, this scene with the trees. And it has a loaded set. It has sunsets. Thank you so much, Linda. We really do need it. It has clouds. It has other tree lines and water lines. So this is a great set that's really going to carry you with the most stunning Aurora Borealis Designer Series paper, but I wanted fall. And so we're going to take this winter set into fall. And we're doing that with the awesome Autumn Splendor. Now, I'm just going to very lightly go over the Designer Series paper because I want those leaves to be picked up. Easy peasy. And so we are seeing some specialists with my girls. The more their stress has risen, the more we've had to see a lot of doctors. And it comes back to watching their dad's health decline. So we're really grateful that we are finding some solutions to our health situation. If you're a caretaker out there, make sure you're taking care of yourself while you're taking care of other people. Because if you don't put your own oxygen mask on, my friends, nobody's going to take care of you in the end. It's just true. And it's not intentional, quite honestly. I don't believe that most people will not take care of you. I think it comes back to people get so busy. They don't think outside of themselves a lot of the time. Now we're going to turn this die cut piece right here. And isn't it the most beautiful fall colors? So perfect, so easy. And so we are going to look for the mini dimensionals. That's what I was grabbing. Oh, why is the energy saver on? I put the plug in. Hold on here, my friends. There we go. Maybe that'll... Yes. I didn't have it pushed deep enough into there. And so everything's been kind of topsy-turvy in our lives. And I'm grateful that you guys are joining us live. If you haven't already, like and share. That's precious and appreciated. I will be celebrating, if you guys didn't know, in January, 20 years with Stampin' Up. And I am so humbled and blessed by the relationships that I've been formed through this journey of ours, that some of my very deepest friends that I lean into on a regular basis are all because of my Stampin' Up journey. It's been amazing. Amazing. And it's given me friends all over the world. Being the person that has earned multiple trips and been the top 1% with Stampin' Up, I like that I have a little bit of liquid ability here. I can do as much effort and as little as I want on my business. And Stampin' Up has been a tried and true company for all of these years. So that's really a blessing. Now thank you so much, Marge. I am placing them on the thicker portions, these micro mini dimensionals. And I want to create that scene where you can see the staggered. So in this measurement, when I cut this designer series paper, I actually cut it to 5.5. But on this piece, it's only at 5.25 because I wanted the overlap with the trees to pop through. And that may be weird, but it does work. It creates interest and it creates additional layers. So we're going to take this right to the bottom right there. I can't believe it's been 20 years. Marge, you've been with me for a long time, sister. You have been purchasing and supporting me and cheering me on, and I'm so grateful for you. So you can see here, I let a little bit more of the sky show through. Here, it's a little bit darker and moodier. Now, we're also going to embrace... and same with you, Linda. I mean, we've been friends for a long time. This is the purple... fine shimmer gems. And I like that there's like this berry down here, which almost matches my fingernails. And so that makes it really easy. Now, this is one of those projects, ladies, where you can just kind of see the easel and how easy it is. And yet it's going to fold flat and be really stand-up-ish. It's going to have good stand-up quality. And with 20 years, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. 20 years. I never thought. I signed up 2 weeks to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator, 2 weeks before giving birth to my daughter. And I have had all of my girls since being part of Stampin' Up. They've all been a part of that journey. Now we're going to lay this down right here. And we're going to go to the top of the card. This is my secret, if you can get it straight on one edge, just usually the top or the bottom, then everything else is an optical illusion. People won't see the problem. Now here you can see it does fold flat, just like so. And then it goes just like so. Then, because my girlfriend and my cousin have had such seasons, not only myself, one of the great things with the Lord is that he never abandons us, you guys. God never abandons us. And he has been so gracious to meet me where my girls and I are through this journey, and my husband. as well as my friend and her mom and their cancer journey. So we're going to place a stamp about right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Highland Heather. And no joke, you guys, you're going to create this in like 15 minutes. Isn't that wonderful? I love a quick card. And everything is designed to coordinate. You cannot screw this up. It's so easy. Your strength inspires me. And it's so true. It's so true. I am really grateful that my cousin is so gracious. And no joke, when our car started to die on the freeway, my girls started to panic and scream. And like, not scream, but they were in a tizzy because we didn't know if we were going to be able to leave upstate New York with any time frame that was happening. And when we got there and he couldn't even look at the car for 2 days, he had said at first, my girls lost their mind. They were devastated. Like, what do you mean? We have work and we have school and we have college and my daughter has a date. And she's like, I can't miss this, Mom. And I was like, I hear you. And he was such a great mechanic. He looked at me and he goes, I'm going to look at your car tomorrow. And it ended up being another day. And he worked on it in the same day, but well before he said he was, and we had a safe place to stay at my cousin's house. And then my cousins were so amazing. They took us, we enjoyed shopping trips and game nights, and they made it so that my girls never felt the pain of being lost of time. And we were able to get on the road yesterday and drive for 12 plus hours. We packed food before we left New York, so we didn't have to stop for food, which was usually garbage on the road. Let's be honest, my friends. The food on the road is just bleh. I don't do fast food. And there. So you can keep putting as many of these little jewels as you want. You can see that here. And this is going to fold flat and fit in your envelope without tearing anything with the envelope. That you have to be very careful for, is how thick your envelope is in order to mail a card this day and age. That's all that you have to watch out for. And embellishments. I was given a service fee for an embellishment that came through an envelope and it damaged the machine. So you really have, Linda, and you too, Marge. You guys have been such a blessing in this journey and I'm so grateful for you. Let's see here. Hi, let's raise my handle. Woot. Hi. So, I mean, through the years, both of you guys have been so gracious to send some inspiration along the way. And when things have looked hard, or I've been mocked for not liking pink, which we know, Linda, is just a light color of red, I've since learned to love the pink. I've learned to love the pink. It's so funny. And my daughter, I picked up a pink outfit at one point and she looked at me and she goes, you don't wear pink, Mom. What's going on? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm learning to like the pink. It's so great. So here we have a celebration of fall. We have dimension with the dimensionals behind it. We have interest because it comes off of the card and designer series paper to overflow to the front of the crushed curry. It opens up and those embellishments will be what holds this open like an art frame for whomever receives it. Whether you're sending this to somebody who needs a little pick-me-up because their life might be challenging like ours has been, or maybe you just want to let them know that you love them. This is a great card that you can easily create and send out to people for a variety of reasons. Thanks, Marge, so much. This designer series paper, the Autumn Splendor, makes it easy. But that Light and Wonder, let me show you guys that Aurora Borealis paper. Look at the paper. Look at the paper. It's so pretty. And I will be creating with that this season. I'm back at creating as much as I can. I do a lot of doctor's appointments for my husband and my girls and myself. And so that has been a big thing that I have had to learn to manage everybody's schedules for all of their medical needs. And realize that wherever you guys are, stress can really play on your body. Take time to breathe and rest because you are worth it. So we have Sunset that screams fall and beauty. That was easy peasy, lemon squeezy to create. Made me so happy. And I like a 15-minute quick fun fold card that's sure to inspire everybody. If you guys are joining us for the recording, comment and let me know where you guys are joining us from. Subscribe if you haven't and follow. Good girl. On the color, pink is a light red. I love you so much, Linda. You're so great. I love you too, Marge. Thank you guys for joining us and sharing this video and tapping in and just giving some love and encouragement. Have a good evening. God bless. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully as long as everything goes as expected, and I'll have more notification. Today was literally just notifying today. Just notifying today, like, hey, I rolled in at 11 o'clock last night and I'm home, and I woke up this morning and just on the go, and I was like, oh, I needed to do the live. So I'm grateful that you guys decided to join us and that you've been able to enjoy this view. I caught the most gorgeous view over our river for fall and all the leaves that are changing on our peninsula, vibrant reds and yellows, and just gorgeous. You just ordered this paper. Oh my gosh, Anita, I love this paper. I love it so much. Catch you again, Linda. I'll see you guys later. Mwah. And have a great evening. God bless. Remember, you can see all the measurements for this at gettingcrafty.net. That post is already up and waiting for you, so you can check it out. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Mwah.